The rain poured relentlessly over the city, casting sharp reflections from the flickering streetlights onto the slick pavement. Detective Tashfeen adjusted his collar as he stepped out of the squad car, exchanging a quick glance with his partner, Detective Shabir.
"This one's going to be messy,"
Shabir muttered, the sharp edge of worry barely concealed beneath his usual stoic demeanor. The crime scene was cordoned off outside a nondescript downtown apartment, a place that had seen better days. Inside, the lifeless body of renowned cryptographer Dr. Amir Hamid lay sprawled across the floor, a single note clutched tightly in his hand. Tashfeen crouched beside the body, eyes narrowing as he examined the note. It was a series of numbers and letters, an unusual cipher. "Looks like our victim tried to leave a clue," Tashfeen said softly, turning the note over to inspect the back. Shabir scanned the room quickly. No obvious signs of forced entry, but the shattered glass on the floor suggested a struggle. Who would want Amir dead? "And why leave this bizarre message?" Shabir asked, frustration creeping into his voice. Tashfeen unfolded the note, realizing the cipher was more complicated than it seemed. A mix of alphanumeric codes interlaced with symbols from an ancient script Amir was rumored to study. This was no ordinary murder. It was a puzzle. Back at the precinct, Tashfeen and Shabir spread out their gathered evidence. The note, the victim's research files, and surveillance photos from the apartment's security cameras. The footage showed a shadowy figure entering Amir's building an hour before the murder, but the face was obscured. "We need to crack this cipher fast," Tashfeen said. Amir was working on something big. His last project involved decrypting a hidden message from an encrypted manuscript. If someone wanted to stop him, we're missing pieces. Hours bled into night as the detectives pored over Amir's notes. Shabir's phone buzzed, a call from an informant who claimed to have seen suspicious activity near Amir's lab. "Let's check it out," Shabir said. At the lab, they found a small burned notebook hidden beneath a loose floorboard, pages charred but still legible. The notes hinted at a secret meeting scheduled the night Amir died, involving shadowy figures linked to an underground black market dealing in stolen intellectual property. "Looks like Amir was onto a conspiracy," Tashfeen mused. Suddenly, Shabir's eyes caught a reflection in the broken glass on the floor, a small, almost imperceptible smudge that appeared to be part of a fingerprint. Using forensic tools, they lifted the print and ran it through the database. "Got a hit," Shabir said. The print belonged to a known hacker, Karim Zaidi, recently released from prison. The detectives tracked Karim to an abandoned warehouse, where they confronted him amid the sprawling labyrinth of crates and shadows. "You think I killed Amir?" Karim sneered, eyes cold. "Amir was a fool chasing ghosts, but those ghosts have teeth. You don't want to dig deeper." Suddenly, the warehouse lights went out. In the ensuing chaos, a muffled gunshot echoed. When the lights returned, Karim was gone, but a USB drive lay near the spot where he stood. Back at headquarters, Tashfeen inserted the drive into their secure terminal. Inside were encrypted files and videos pointing to a larger network, a syndicate trafficking stolen research, with Amir as their primary target because he was close to exposing them. "We're dealing with something way bigger than a simple murder," Shabir said gravely. They devised a plan to bait the syndicate, using the files as bait. Days of careful surveillance and tension culminated in a late-night sting operation. When the syndicate operatives showed up at a prearranged drop point, Tashfeen and Shabir were waiting. The confrontation was tense. Threats flew, a brief but fierce shootout erupted, and the syndicate's core members were captured. Later that night, as they filed their reports, Tashfeen looked at Shabir. "We cracked the case, but I have a feeling the chain doesn't end here." Shabir nodded. Amir's notes were only the beginning. The real battle starts now. In the shadows of the city, new mysteries awaited Tashfeen and Shabir. The friends turned partners bound by a commitment to justice, ready to face whatever secrets the night would bring.